go once. Recontrol, you are cleared to land.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now making our final approach on the GamesMaster Resort. We wish you an enjoyable stay.
Well, unfortunately, it's welcome to the last show of the series. Over the past 26 weeks, or 6 months for viewers in Swindon, we've mined this shaft for all it's worth. But before we go, it's time to sign off with a flourish as we go over to the GamesMaster.
Good evening. I hope you're comfortably settled into the games rig. We initiate tonight's proceedings with a primitive adventure on Shadow of the Beast 3. I've opted for the forest stage, and I'd like you to get through the level in 1.5 minutes or less. With hostile beasts and cavemen to contend with, I expect more than a few fatalities. Don't let me down.
Making the beast with 2 backs on this challenge, it's David Newland from Exmouth. Lovely. Now, David, what does a funky young dude like yourself get up to in Exmouth?
Well, not much, except watch the GamesMaster.
Oh, check, what's this guy like, eh? Listen, is it also true, David, you've been nicking Mars bars from the oil rig supplies?
Ah, well, only a few from my friends up there.
Only a few of your friends. So Auntie Mauricio was right about that. All right, well, listen, the best of luck anyway with the challenge, David. If you'd like to sit yourself down, get ready to begin. Well, I can always tell it's going to be a good day when Tom Watson from Renegade's with me. Welcome, Tom.
Hello, Dominic.
Now, Tom, Beast 3, give us some tips.
Okay, well, it's not all hack and slash. That's the important thing for him to remember here. There's a little bit of thinking to do, some puzzles to solve, so he's got to mix the 2 styles.
Okay, he's also got to be very, very quick because David only has 1.5 minutes to get to the level and kill the end-of-level baddie. David, are you ready? Yep. Your 1.5 minutes begin now. Okay, off he goes here now. He's got a little shuriken weapon just now. He's dispatching with some of these little Neanderthals here.
That's right, he's getting rid of them. Well, here we can see the start of the first puzzle. It's this
Right.
rather large leg of something.
Now, what's he doing with this?
Well, he's got to move it underneath that trap. You see the way the trap's swinging with the spikes?
Swinging there. Obviously, if he'd walked under it, would he have been totaled?
He would indeed. It would have come down on top of him. So what he's got to do is he's got to lure something else to go under it for him.
Oh, huge, big, humongous beast from the pits of Nazi hell.
That's right. I think that may be it. There he goes.
He's following him. He's chasing him up the rear.
Him. Now let's see what happens. Let's see if he can set off the trap.
He's been gone
Keep
for
out of the
40
way.
seconds here. We see the monster. Whoa!
Oh, and there he goes.
Yeah, the
Absolutely
monster's
perfect.
totaled.
He gets
Now,
some bonus gold. Now he's got to balance on this ledge.
He's picked up the rock.
Picked up
That's
the
obviously
rock.
going to be a useful.
That makes the balance. Okay, now he's going to push the rock over the
52
other
seconds
side.
gone.
Here it goes. There we go. That lowers that next
Gives
one
it
down.
a little bit more
and
weight,
on he
lowers
goes.
it down. Okay, he's coming up for a minute. He's got 30 seconds left.
Okay, tricky stuff here.
Oh, he's been hit a
Lost
bit.
some
We can
energy
see his
there.
energy bar at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen.
That's right.
The
Lost
far left test
half
tube.
of it there, but he's been through that. That's one of the nastiest areas of the whole level.
20 seconds left, though. It's going to be quite tight here, Tom.
Here we go. He's doing well. He's getting very, very close
15
indeed.
seconds left.
Here,
I think he's
and
just
here's
about
the
out of
beast.
time, maybe. Here's the big, horrible, red, humongous thing here. He's got 10 seconds left. 8, 7.
He did
He's
it.
done
He
it.
picked
with
up the
7
skull.
seconds left.
Absolutely perfect.
Quite remarkable. With 7 seconds left, Mars Bar Bandit David Newland has completed the challenge. Well done, David. All right. David, you had 7 seconds left there at the end. A very, very commendable performance. Was there ever any point you felt a bit queasy?
Yeah, just the spikes at the end.
Yep, that was all. No other problems. No, fine. Great. Okay then, well done, David. As a result of winning the challenge, you go home with the GamesMaster Golden Joystick. now, some lovely leisure software comes under the beady eye of our hand-picked pundits in this week's reviews. Tonight we bandy about obscure terms like the mystic spell of castigation as we look at role-playing games. First up, the console conversion of Dungeon Master. 20 characters and 14 levels conspire to kick in Lord Chaos.
Unlike real role-playing games, you don't need your friends to come around and help you play. You can simply sit there and play with yourself, which is an especially favourite pastime of mine.
It's been so successful because it's so playable and so user-friendly, but to be honest, it's beginning to show its age.
Since there isn't any other game like it on the Super NES, RPG fans will probably jump at it.
Next up, in Final Fantasy II, monsters rule the world. Find the crystals that control them and they won't any longer.
After playing it for a while, I was actually quite into it. The reason being it's got a marvellous script and quite an ingenious plot.
It's quite large, but it's not very hard, and any above-average games player is going to walk through it pretty quickly.
The Legend of Zelda wipes the floor with this game. Kaplunk wipes the floor with this game.
In cyberspace, an evil multinational runs a city in the future. There's a million different characters, you are one of them.
Millions of people, millions of places, millions of puzzles. In fact, there's only one thing I can think of that's larger.
Cyberspace is a bit daunting and can probably only be recommended to PC users who have had experience of RPGs in the past.
To lessen your heartache at our imminent departure, we have exclusive previews of what will undoubtedly be the two hottest Amiga games of the summer. First up, a long time ago when I was still in shorts, there was a classic shoot-'em-up on the C64 called Uridium. Andrew Braybrooke, the game's Wunder programmer, comes up with a sequel over 10 years later.
This one involves the return of these giant dreadnought-type spaceships, and they have to be attacked by a lone Manta craft. The Manta, instead of landing on the ship, transforms into a robot which smashes through the surface, and you continue the battle inside the spaceship. Project X, I've been playing that a lot. I really do enjoy playing that game, but it only scrolls very slowly. This time, it's the whole screen that's moving very, very quickly, and I think that's very important. We really are going for high speed this time.
Before sensible soccer exploded onto the scene, Kickoff 2 was everybody's favourite footballing fantasy. The game's designer, Dino Dini, is about to restake his claim to soccer supremacy with goal.
Things that it brings into the game that weren't in Kickoff 2 are, for example, acceleration and deceleration of players, and screen flipping, and you can switch between a close-up view of the pitch or a far-out view of the pitch. The goalkeepers are very intelligent, but a greater realism has been introduced in that goalkeepers have their own attributes. Every team's goalkeeper will behave in a slightly different way. In Kickoff 2 and Kickoff, the control system was difficult to master as far as dribbling was concerned. In goal, when you are running slowly, it is far easier to control the ball when you're running quickly. It makes it easier for people who are starting out on the game for the first time.
Finally, Electronic Arts, the king of the sports sims, are about to bring out Michael Jordan in Flight. To show why this will be the most realistic basketball game ever, here's a peek into the making of the game.
This game provides so many camera angles, like a sports broadcast, that in order to make these guys look 3D on the court, we have to shoot them from all the angles they might be seen from. And because of the 3D angles, you may see the action that the cameraman sees because he can zoom in from any angle, which is what this game allows you to do. It's a complete three-dimensional representation of the game of basketball.
Once Michael and the other characters have been filmed in every single position, it was time to put the film into the game.
And once we get the real, video footage in there that we shot today, it's going to look, as close as it can to real TV. Those principles you taught us about defensive fundamentals, we can put that stuff in.
Jump in your face.
Our celebrity guest thought those reviews and features were a joy to behold. All they'd like now is a little challenge to round things off. Let's comply with their craving and go over to GamesMaster.
For the evening's second challenge, I've come for an ice hockey encounter on NHLPA hockey. Contestants have 1 2-minute period in which to get their pucks in the back of each other's nets. Vigorous body checking is highly recommended, but don't do it too close to the referee, as you might be sent to the sin bin. Face off.
We have an extra special celebrity challenge this week. For the first time ever, the two great sporting disciplines of hockey and ice hockey meet in a head-to-head clash. So please welcome Great Britain ice hockey star Kevin Conway and Britain's greatest ever hockey player, Sean Kerly. Welcome to the show, Kevin. All right. Welcome, Sean. Hi. Now, I'll turn to you first of all, Kevin. This is your game. Surely you've got to be the favourite tonight.
Well, it's a hockey game, so I'm expected to win it.
Are you good at all the rough stuff?
I get my fair. I get my fair share of penalty minutes.
Okay. Well, Sean, you're quite a clean player by comparison.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we play a real man's game because we've got none of all this. I mean, look at all that stuff, really.
I think you're very brave. I mean, you're playing away from home in a matter of speaking tonight, Sean. You've had a couple of goes at the game. Now, how do you fancy your chances?
I've got a couple of ploys. Beat him up. Put it in the net.
All right. Well, it looks like we're all set for a bruising battle on the ice here. If you'd like to see who wins the battle of the hockey disciplines, join us after the break. Welcome back. We're getting ready for a ferocious head-to-head here on NHLPA hockey. We have Great Britain ice hockey star Kevin Conway against Great Britain hockey star Sean Kerly. With me at ringside is Neil West from Mega. Welcome, Neil.
Hi, Dominic.
This is a brilliant game, Neil, isn't it?
It's a fantastic game, but the two teams aren't. They really are quite appalling. They do for the NHL what Guns N' Roses do for opera. But it's still possible to score goals. All they've got to do is duck down the side, pass it back in, they should be okay. And if that fails, just have a good ruck. That's what I always say.
Okay then, so what it is, we are going to play one period. Whoever scores the most goals wins the game. Are you ready, guys? Yeah. Best of luck to both of you, and off you go. Okay, Sean Kerly is playing San Jose, playing up the pitch in the white, and Kevin Conway's in the red, playing down as Ottawa.
Ottawa have got possession straight away, doing okay.
Comes back, tries a shot. Oh, it's padded off by the goalkeeper.
Down he goes, penalty.
Oh dear.
Straight away, they're playing dirty.
Straight away, that's one of Sean's in the sin bin.
Okay, so Ottawa have the power play.
For the benefit of viewers at home, a power play means that Ottawa have got one more man on the pitch than San Jose.
So the other team have really got to make the most of it while they've got the advantage.
And most of the pressure's on the San Jose goal.
Okay. They're going backwards.
Kevin Conway as Ottawa. He's got a defensive player again.
You see that D by his name, that means he's a defenseman. He really should be sticking back by his own goal, passing the ball up, the puck, up to the other players so they can score.
Okay, now here comes Kevin Conway as Ottawa
like
here. Oh, took it a little bit too far there, Neil. Now here comes San Jose.
Over he goes.
Lovely bit of stick work there from Kevin Conway as Ottawa. Now he's got the rebound. Can he follow up?
No,
he
not
can.
quite.
Sean Kerly's defence holds resident. Now here comes Sean. He's breaking with a defenseman though.
Yeah.
Well,
what they really should try and do is take a player with the puck round the back of their opponent's goal. The goalie will be lured off his line, they can then flick it back to the middle of the pitch, and then it should be an open goal. Right, build up the attack, pass it up the pitch to the centre. Good goal! Classic.
Oh, took it one way, shifted the other way.
Absolutely.
Off the end to the right-hand side of the goal.
That's the way to score goals in NHLPA hockey. Classic stuff.
1-0 to Kevin Conway.
Can Sean come back?
Here we have the ice off, and here comes Sean in attack. Lovely little pass there, changes sides. Oh, but the
dirty
right
play.
wing takes him out there. And here it's Ottawa. Kevin Conway on the attack once more. Lovely bit of weaving here. Oh, but the defence has got it back. Lovely tackle there. It's up to the left wing. They switch sides. It's on the right wing now.
Can he pass it back in? Oh, there was no one there. No one there.
No one to slot it in now. But here's Ottawa as we speak on the counter attack.
Open goal. The goalie's down. The goalie's on his feet.
The goalie doesn't take any crap in this game.
He certainly does not. No.
Oh, but he's taking a
safe ball. Now he's got to get that away quicker, or else he gets done for a penalty.
Oh, lovely bit of play. Oh, beautiful passing from Sean Kerly. One pass too many, though, but he's got to get in the defence.
And he's got an open shot. No.
Tried the shot. The goalie's on the ground, but no one's there to follow it up.
Oh,
here he comes up.
Didn't pick it up.
Oh, he's got possession again, and that's it. The final
That's the end of the period.
Ottawa win 1-0, which means Kevin Conway is tonight's winner. All right. Right, I'm going to go to you first of all, Sean. I tell you were getting some beautifully intricate passing going there, but you couldn't find the back of the net.
No, that was a bizarre problem, wasn't it, in the Olympics recently? It goes with the form.
Was he a little bit rough for you in the end?
Yeah, skillful, I think. Skillful more than rough.
Well, a testament to your skill there, Kevin.
But I guess we had to show them. I guess it's a man's sport.
Well, you certainly did show him tonight, because Kevin Conway is tonight's celebrity winner of the Golden GamesMaster joystick! Round of applause for our two special guests, Sean Kerly and Kevin Conway. While Kevin caresses his golden joystick and Sean glares enviously on, we'll deal with the queries on everybody's lips in the consultation zone.
Hello, GamesMaster.
What can I do for you?
On New Zealand's story on the Mega Drive, I keep dying very quickly. Is there any way to get more continues?
You're in luck, for indeed there is. On the title page, rotate the joypad clockwise. You should now be the proud owner of 5 brand new continues, allowing you to progress much further into the game.
Thank you very much.
Who's next?
Hello, GamesMaster. In Goblins 2, I found the door near the fountain, but I can't open it. What should I do?
The answer lies in the wizard's house. On the floor, in front of the fire, is an animal rug. Get Winkle to step on his tail, while Fingers bravely reaches in and snatches the box of matches. Use these to light the fire under the teapot, and then fill it up with your bottle of water, so that the evaporating water peels back the picture on the wall, revealing a hidden key. Blow out the flames under the teapot, and use this key to wind up the cuckoo clock, which will reveal yet another key. It is this key that will open the door near the fountain.
Thanks.
That little revelation brings our communions to a close. Do heed my advice.
Chrome Dome seems in fine fettle this evening. Before he hangs up his helmet for the night, let's go back to him for the final challenge.
This is indeed a melancholy moment, the last challenge for this series of GamesMaster. But instead of wallowing in sadness, I decided to go out with a bang on the gory and unfeasibly violent arcade beat-em-up Mortal Kombat. You know the rules by now. The first person to achieve 2 victories wins the contest. Fight dirty. And, see you anon.
For this ferocious bout of pugilism, we have 2 of the country's leading ninjutsu experts. Please welcome Andy Thomas and Jim MacGyver. Morning, Jim. Now, Andy, first of all, tell us a bit about your martial arts experience.
I've been studying and teaching ninjutsu for 8 years, and I trained with the Grandmaster in Japan and Brian McCarthy, Chief European Instructor.
Okay, is this where you picked up your footwear that you're wearing here?
Oh yes, this brilliant footwear, this is Tabe. This is for stealthy infiltration techniques, which was the hallmark of the ninjutsu practitioner.
All right, now, Jim, are you a bit of a stealthy character yourself?
I've been training for 18 years, and I'm involved in karate, kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, and I've trained under many different masters.
Okay, so I'm not going to bother picking a fight with either of you guys today. All I'll do is ask you to take your places by the machine, and we'll get ready to fight. NMS main man Tim Boone is with me tonight. Welcome, Tim.
Peace on you, Dominic.
All right. Now, listen, Tim, this game's not for the squeamish, is it?
No, not at all. This game is very bad. I mean, the guys in this game are so tough they could give you some trouble.
Now, listen, Andy is playing with Raiden in this. I rather fancy Raiden because he can do his little electricity bursts.
No chance, no chance. Sub-Zero's your man. He's ice cool and he's got a brilliant special move.
All right, that's who Jim's playing. It's a best-of-3 bout. Obviously, the first person to 2 wins the golden joystick. Are our 2 competitors ready? Then come out fighting. Okay, so Andy Thomas, is Raiden, who's the straw-hatted fellow in the black and white on the left. Jim McIver is Sub-Zero, the rather cool blue and black combo on the right. The energy bars at the top of the screen show you how
Straight in with a
much
nice attack, and here he goes. Now he's got to do is move in and finish off. But he wasn't fast enough.
Okay, this is Sub-Zero's speciality then, Tim, is
Yeah,
it the
that's
ice?
right. What he does is he freezes this guy with the ice and then moves in for the kill. But he must move in now.
He's done it again. That's it. Frozen then got a little kick there. Look at that blood.
Look at that. The blood is flying. This guy's good. This guy is good. Watch
Okay,
out.
now, Raiden's coming back a little bit, though. We can see the energy bars.
Yep. Is Raiden going to hit back with his own special
It's
attack?
very even, I see that. Oh,
Very
Raiden's
even.
won it.
That was a steal. That was a steal.
That was a steal. Sub-Zero had it, I thought.
Yeah.
So it's first bout to Andy Thomas.
And Sub-Zero straight in with the ice. He's got to move in for that's it. And again.
Got him from behind there.
That's a
Another
beautiful
nice
move.
one. Oh,
And a
lovely
throw
little
two.
back kick
Excellent.
there. Oh, no,
Raiden
that's
hits
it.
back with
Raiden getting
Raiden
back
hits
with
back with a
electricity.
super spark, but
Again,
he's out.
Oh, he tries
These
to get
guys
the
aren't messing
electricity.
about. They're getting straight in
They
there. There's
certainly
plenty of
are.
blood
It's
here.
still very, very close. You
Yep.
can see the energy bars at the
Yep.
top there.
And
oh, he disappeared and materialised there. Another fancy trick from
Sub-Zero
Raiden.
should be, yes,
Oh, fast
excellent,
punches.
excellent.
Fast punches
Taking him out.
ahoy. Sub-Zero wins. It's one bout all.
This is the decider. Okay. I think they're obviously sizing each other up now. And it's a
certainly
big,
lovely
in for a
little
big
back
throw.
from Raiden from Sub-Zero there,
Sub-Zero's
beg
looking
your
good.
pardon.
He's
The
looking
energy
very
bars- lovely
good.
little fast volley of punches
Excellent.
there from Sub-Zero.
Straight in from the top. Oh.
Oh, a little knee there from Raiden.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
still
and then
no,
there's
he's frozen him.
finish him off.
Sub-Zero's
Finish him off
frozen
now.
him. He's got the fast
Oh,
punches.
he's almost there.
A couple more hits.
Finish him off.
He's
That's
done.
it.
He's finished him. Sub-Zero wins. So that means Jim wins the golden joystick. All right, lovely. Now, Andy, you had a brilliant start. You were one bout up. Then what happened?
I don't know, he just sort of iced me out, you know. I think we should do it for real next time.
I think, okay, well, I don't think I want anything to do with that particular one. What can I say, Jim? What was the secret of your success, do you think?
Well, I have got 10 years' experience in martial arts over Andy, so I think that really helped me out today.
So it was experience that won the day. Well, Jim, your experience has won you not only the bout, but also the GamesMaster Golden Joystick. So let's give another round of applause for two brilliant competitors, Andy Thomas and Jim McIver. Well, that's the dinner gong, which means it's supper time on the rig. Andy Mauritius. I'm sorry about that. I'm just hearing news that Andy Mauritia has in fact blown up a brand new pine-fitted kitchen. It's a disaster of epic proportions. Hopefully we'll be back next week. In the meantime, if there are any old age pensioners on the rig, I'm getting off first. Good night. As I dash for the lifeboat, leaving Auntie Mauritia floundering in my wake, I've just got time to tell you can still join the GamesMaster Club. Members receive badges, stickers, posters and other paraphernalia. To join, send a cheque or postal order for £11.15 to the GamesMaster Club, P.O. Box 91, London E14, 9GT. Or if writing's a hassle, call 0891 600 123. Calls cost 36p a minute cheap rate and 48p a minute at all other times. You must have permission before you make the call.